Good evening, all. Myself Hiba. I am from Kerala. The thesis topic I have chosen is restructuring of a central urban open space based on Tekinkad Maidan and its linkages, which is situated in the cultural capital of Kerala called Thrissur. Urbanization has gravely affected the living environment within the city. Thrissur is a temple town renowned as cultural capital of Kerala, envisioned for sustainable development by mastermind Raja Ramavarma during 1800s, which is currently facing the consequences of urbanization. Thrissur is one of the oldest planned city in radial pattern with a central open space, which is a hillock with a temple on its apex sprawling over 65 acres. It is surrounded by highly dense built fabric, which is further enclosed by coal wetlands, which is one of the largest wetland system in Kerala. Thesis is intended to redevelop central urban open space and its linkages to enhance the social and ecological value of the city through landscape design. That is planned to achieve by studying the existing open spaces and its evolution, learning the ecological potential and understand the cultural regime, to develop a sustainable urban open space network and comprehensive landscape development plan for the central core. I have chosen 1.5 km around the Tekinkan Maidan for study, which includes Central Hillock as well as the edges of coal wetland area, giving high ecological and cultural potential to the study. Also, the walkability and proximity of major open spaces are considered while choosing the study area. Site is analyzed from the evolution of city to understand the geomorphology and development pattern of the area. City have thousand-year-old temple in the center, palace complex in the north, commercial core in the south, and Brahmin and Christian settlement in west and east respectively. Ruler has invited other communities to the city for development in trade and culture, which resulted in aggressive development followed by urbanization. Natural layer analysis in detail is done after this. Elevation and slope analysis map is done to understand about the topography of the area. Water logging and groundwater map to understand the hydrogeology of the area. Existing drainage map is made to understand the current water system in the city, and basin and natural drainage map is generated from GIS to correlate and understand the issues within the hydrology of the city. Then vegetation and habitat maps are made. Majorly three types of vegetation typologies are found within the city, which includes coal wetland area, coconut plantations, and native vegetated patches. And major habitat areas are also mapped based on this. Socio-cultural layers of the city are also studied in detail, which which is done by mapping the major roads and circulation, cultural activity routes, local and international tourist circulation route as well, along with visual analysis, heritage mapping, and a composite of all the socio-cultural layers. By mapping and documenting the major linkages, most of the potentials and issues within the city is identified. These are the sectional views of the linkages leading to the central urban open space.
All layers are combined to create synthesis map. Topography of the city with small hillocks surrounded by wetlands was naturally efficient system until the recent development. Insensitive developments along the lowlands wetland area by filling the agricultural lands has interfered with the natural cycle, which causes frequent flooding in the city these days. Disregard for ecological value and further clearing of native vegetation has resulted in habitat fragmentation and climatic changes. Even though city has evolved into built dominated tight fabric, there are several patches of coconut plantations and small open spaces within the area. By mapping the natural drainage along with vegetation, I have identified the potential green corridors within the study area which can be developed. Also, Detailed analysis of cultural aspects have helped to recognize cultural network within the city. CLDP shows the identified network within the city. Network is developed by identifying major urban open spaces and sustainable connection in between them. City infrastructure based on vehicular dominant road networks has degraded the sanctity of the temple town. Proposed network with pedestrian walkways and green corridors can enhance the cultural identity as well as the ecological value, as it can also help to reconnect the fragmented vegetated patches. The project envisions to develop sustainable urban open space network by reconnecting major open areas inside the city with peripheral wetland area so as to augment the ecological and cultural value of the city. This is the pictorial explanation for existing and proposed experience throughout the network. Based on the study, I have come up with a set of regulations and policies for developing the network. It includes type of pedestrian connectivities, green corridors, stipulations for further development inside the city core, pond renovations, vegetated buffers, open area recreational activities and its zoning as well. I have provided the conceptual sketches to explain the same. Central open space is selected to proceed the detailed design based on a set of parameters like its ecological and cultural significance in the city. Central Maidan has been subjected to unplanned further developments which led to chaos. Currently, area is used for all kind of activities including commercial expos and exhibitions to well-known sacred festival called Puram. Sanctity of thousand-year-old temple has been compromised a lot due to high degree human interference. Also, the space turned into a dead area during the regular days, leaving it as a highly inefficient urban open space. So major challenge of the project is to turn the Maidan into vibrant outdoor activity area without compromising the historical heritage. This is the sectional view of the hillock. Detailed analysis is done on the natural and social layers of the selected site. Vegetation density, quadrate, canopy and undergrowth study is done in detail. Vegetation study shows the ecological richness of the study area and need to conserve it. Social layers are studied to understand the influx, circulation pattern, visual connectivities and land use. Central open space is one of the major node within the entire network. Design program is developed by considering the whole picture. Program includes conservation of topography, reconnecting urban crowd with water, ecological enhancement, green corridor, decentralization and coexistence. Strategies are also weaved according to the program to develop design. An illustration is shown on how the program works in the bigger level. Core concept behind the design proposal is to develop sustainable urban open space by reconnecting existing ecological and cultural realms of the city. To do so, I have identified majorly 4 zones within the intervention area. Based on its interdependence between the ecology and culture, they are zoned. Urban forest area or sacred grove area is defined and closed area with ecological value where the humans are just as viewers at the most. The second zone is spiritual zone, including the temple and buffer around it, which will have ecology as dominant factor and humans as silent participants. The third zone is recreational zone where ecology and culture complements each other. And the fourth zone is green corridor where human activity is dominated yet supported by ecology. Proposal strongly suggests to make Swaraj round and the roads within the periphery of 100 to 200 meter to be converted to pedestrian oriented with cycle and electrical buggy facility. This change can enhance the heritage value of temple and other historically significant buildings in the city core, as well as to rejuvenate the environmental quality by reducing the vehicular pollution and spatial congestion.
This could also help to convert Swaraj Round into a healthy public realm, which can urge walking culture within the city and also boost sustainable social growth. Basic zoning is done in concentric pattern with a temple and buffer as spiritual zone in the center apex, which is surrounded by passive recreational area, which further shift to public realm along the Swaraj Round. Vertical zoning illustration depicts the same.
Detailed zoning is shown here. Also, the sections explain the variation in human interference and vegetation as we move towards the public realm. We can see that more human activities are near to the Swaraj Round, which acts as the public realm, where the ecology is highly dense and rich towards the temple. This is the master plan. Cycle and buggy tracks are provided from the northern and southern transportation hubs connecting the Swaraj Round. Buggy or cycle stands are provided within every 100 to 200 meters, and major vehicular traffic is diverted through a ring road within 200 to 500 meter proximity. All the major entrance to the site meets the formal walkway or non-physical boundary of the temple complex. Recreational activities and informal seatings are provided along the periphery abutting the public realm. Space has been carved out for students, pilgrims, families, youngsters and groups as well. Planting strategy. Planting strategy explained through sections is shown. It is drawn through different zones. The canopy density and character of vegetation is varying in these zones according to their function. Species palette is also suggested here. Then passive recreation and public realm, how they are communicating to each other. It is completely open from the public realm. The recreational area is completely open from all sides. The demarcation is done only through level difference. And last one is buffer zone and the passive recreational area. Schematic sections are shown through the major transition zones so as to understand the change in the character in vegetation and activity pattern. The first one shows the transition from heritage garden and it is changing to a public realm where there are more decorative trees, there is more activities compared to the left edge. The second one is proposed pilgrim area and public realm. So we can again see the change in vegetation character throughout these zones. My personal opinion about the project is that city is not completely urbanized now, and urban people are realizing the significance of ecology and cultural heritage, which makes it the best time to bring a change in the city. And I believe this could bring it. Thank you.